So now we're... Oh, dang it, well, we're trapped. This might be just phase 1 of this fight. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Aw, dude, come on, man. Oh, man, I don't have enough jams. I didn't restock all my shit, man. Well, we only went 1 room in from the... Or, it was like 2 rooms in from the save spot. So I thought that there would be another, like, section of dungeon before the boss. But anyway, we're here. Damn it. Okay, don't even have time to go to the menu. Oh, I did remember what I was going to say a minute ago. I was talking about Oblivion. Oblivion, I think, was a good example of, like, for the first, like, 200 hours, I was completely, like, immersed in the world. I felt like a kid again, you know? Completely immersed, completely, like, eating everything up in you know, in terms of, you know, what the game was trying to, the experience that the game was trying to create. But then, after a while, it just started to feel... You just started to become aware that it's a game, and you're like, that's not a real person. They're just programmed to be there. And no, they don't live lives. They're just programmed to walk around and do different things to make it look like they have a life, you know? So I played it for about 50 more hours, and then eventually... I noticed that during that last 50 hours, I was starting to play it for, like, less and less periods of time at a time. Same thing happened with Skyrim. I actually played Skyrim for 250 hours also. I didn't plan it that way. But, yeah, Skyrim was such an improvement over Oblivion that even though I went into it knowing that it was just a game... I mean, I knew Oblivion was a game, but you know what I mean. Oh, jeez. Come on, man. But, yeah, I just thought that Skyrim was a really, really good game. Even if I was aware that everyone was just programmed to do their job in the game or whatever. Okay. Oh man, barrier change. Oh jeez. No, I guess we can't do this whole fight, man. We gotta end the episode. So the next one we'll fight this guy. If I can't beat him, it's not the end of the world because oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, we gained a level with everybody. I learned to fence down everybody. Oops. I learned to fence down everybody with lice. So that actually helped with the fight. I did use it for the first time off camera. Just because I needed it. Because, I learned that you can use Stun Wind on the wizards. And then that makes them, like, silence seems to work every time. And then you can use Blaze Wall on the Dark Lords. And then there's these, like, the green ball dudes with the eyeballs. Like, I'm pretty sure that no magic works on them. So I learned defense down where you can use it on everybody. So I was just like, well, fuck it. That's going to be what I use on them. So I used it. The effect wasn't different. Some of the attack spells are different. You know, when you cast it on one person as opposed to casting it on everybody. So there was that little part of me that's like, well, I can't use a new spell with a new effect and not get my first impression of it. I was going to say reaction, but I was like, well, honestly, I probably wasn't going to react to it. I don't know. I'm not really like a over-the-top, like, reacty kind of, like, Let's Player. I don't know. And same thing with, I mean, while I'm on the topic, I mean, same goes for, like, forced positivity, you know? Like, if you watch videos about, like, how to be a Let's Player, it'll always say, always enjoy the game. Like, don't ever act like you're not enjoying the game. It's like, yeah, but that's not always authentic, man. I don't know. I just want to keep it real with y'all. That's why I'm saying negative stuff about the game. It's not because I hate the game or I'm not. I'm just saying it's just my observation. It's just how I'm feeling, like, legitimately. And part of being a Let's Player is just talking about how you feel about things in the game or about things in general in life or whatever. And that's just how I feel, and that's why I was saying it. So, like I said, it wasn't my intention to shit on anybody's childhood, but I'm just saying what I see. You know, that's you know, I guess I didn't need that heal that badly. I could have just used a chocolate. But just for me personally, I mean, I guess it's a tangent to go into. I might as well do this fight and just... Maybe I'll put the fight into a second episode. So, welcome back to the second... Well, I guess it's now the first episode again. If I break it into 2 episodes, then there's 2 first episodes. But, damn, what was I gonna say? Let me put my headphones back on. Okay, we need to heal first and foremost. But, yeah, I mean, like, that's just part of... It's kind of a bigger point for me to get into, but I guess I have time. But, a number of years ago, I started to change my mindset, and I decided to... well, I was listening to the Dalai Lama speak, and he basically said, wait, I don't think it was during that speech, but I did watch a speech, and I watched a documentary about Buddhism, and basically, and then I read a couple of books about Buddhism. It basically goes into detail about why it's important to not lie, and I made it a point to... People lie so much that we just assume that there's no way to live your life without lying, and it's actually not true. Actually, when you don't lie, it forces you to live your life in a way where you're willing to like hold yourself accountable for like everything. And it doesn't mean you have to tell everybody everything. If they ask you something, you're allowed to say... I mean, I'm just saying that, like, if somebody asks me something, I'll be like, well, you can't lie, so you have to tell me. No, it's like, well, I can tell you that it's none of your business. But I think that telling, you know, that's kind of considered a rude thing. Normally you would just say, oh, I don't know. You know, a lot of times people say they'll pretend like they don't know something to avoid having to spill the beans on something they don't want to spill the beans about. But you can either say, I mean, you can make a joke about it. You don't have to say that it's none of your business. You could just say something like, that's a little personal, don't you think? Or something like that. Be like, we're friends, but we're not that good of friends. We're not friends on that kind of level, you know. I mean, just say something lighthearted. But I made it a point in my life to just make an effort. And I've actually, it's a long story. It's an even longer story. I won't get into it, but I had a situation occur where I literally got a get-out-of-jail-free card. And at that point, I made the decision I was like, holy shit, dude. You ever heard the phrase, save your lies for when you need them? It basically means, don't always lie, because that one time that you need a lie to actually work, you know, if you don't have credibility because you're known as a liar, then that one time where the stakes are high, and you need this lie, you need to pull this lie off, then they won't believe it. But if you always tell the truth, then when you need credibility, you'll have it. So that one time, that one big lie that you really need to work, it'll actually work. And so that kind of is what happened with me. Like, I wasn't particularly saving my lies for when I needed one, but I needed one, and it did work. And basically, I made... Oh, damn it, dead again? I guess I wasn't going to say what happened, but you could probably piece it together from the... I feel like I've said enough for anyone to figure out kind of what happened, or at least the gist of it. But I'll go into... It's not that I care. I don't mind telling the story, but it's a long story. And it would just be too long. It would be too long for even me to tell, and that's how you know a story is long. Oh, man. I guess I haven't really told any super long stories on the channel. Part of it's because I can't ever stay focused long enough. And also because for me to, like, recall details and, like, tell the story in an interesting way, I would need, like, my full attention. But when you're playing a game, you don't have that to give, you know? I guess here I'm just spamming. Actually, Blazewall is doing pretty good damage. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. No! Why didn't I remember to... Oh, we got a defense down him, man. Why didn't I do that? Or mine down. If we're going to use magic, we should use mine down. Why the hell didn't I remember that? I guess I haven't been doing it for very long. I'm just not in the habit of immediately doing that at the start of every boss fight. I do like how the debuffs work on the enemies. I do think that if I were to switch, yeah, I was informed that Lysa's other class would have buffs, and versus this class having all the debuffs. I sort of think that perhaps buffs might have been more handy, because I could use them more in the areas between the bosses. They would like help me with like the normal enemies in addition to the bosses, versus the stat down things are generally only useful during bosses. I think using Protect Down on the 3 eyeball dudes, I think that was like the first time I ever used a debuff on a non-boss. Because why would you? There just wasn't really a need for it. Okay, Angela, you're up. But, yeah, so my point, though, is that when that happened, I cut down on lying, like, 90%. So then when I made the point to I don't know, man. I don't mind telling people stuff about me, but, like, I don't know my audience on the level that I would normally tell people this, but yeah, I made it a point, and I don't lie. And the reason I normally don't tell people is not because it's like too personal to tell. The reason I normally don't tell people that is because people lie so much that when you tell somebody that you don't lie, their first instinct is that you're lying. And so, like, if I were to say that in like a first conversation, I would just immediately kill my credibility. It would be like, well, why is this person lying to me, like, right off the bat? What a stupid thing to say. Everybody lies. There's no way to not lie. What the hell, you know? But it is possible. I'm living proof. Okay, come on, man. I mean, I have, over the years, I had a few, I was gonna say a few and a couple at the same time. I have done a few, like, very, very small ones. But, you know, if you say a wrong thing, I don't consider that a lie. If you just were wrong. But, I mean, when I think of a lie, I think of, like, being intentionally deceitful or whatever. Like, the things that I consider lies that I made since I don't want to call it a vow or whatever, but, like, I just made the point and had to change my language and change how I handle things and how I handle people asking me about stuff, you know? But, oh, come on, man. Oh, no. Is this his ultimate attack? Oh, okay. I was about to say the explodey effect makes it better. I was about to say, I feel like the falling rocks weren't that impressive. It sort of reminded me of Meteor from Final Fantasy IV, and I was like, this game is like way more advanced than that game. So why do the effects look about the same on that spell? I don't know. But yeah, like, if you tell people right off the bat that you don't lie, they're just gonna think you're lying, and then you just immediately lost credibility with that person. They're gonna think that you're like, that's like the stupidest lie. Also, that's like the dumbest lie ever to tell, because it kills all your credibility, like, all at once. So, like, why would you do that unless you were like a super big liar? You'd have to be you know, sometimes people that are like chronic liars tell big lies. Like, I don't know if they just work themselves up from small lies, and eventually they're like, well, they believe this, how about I tell them I invented the solar-powered car? Maybe they'll believe that one. And then I'll tell them I invented the moon, or whatever. Like, they start off small and the lies get bigger. I don't know. But, okay, geez, I put that, that mine down. I should be using, this more. I actually haven't even looked to see how much it does. Did that say 570? Oh, man, we hurt him so bad he landed on the ground and then flew up off the ground again. How can I lose? The dark power is absolute. Oh, is the dark power gonna, like, come out of him and then attack us directly? I still can't. Koren, you'll never win. Not as long as you're a servant of evil. I just wanted to use magic, that's all. Wow, dude. That old man, Jose, he never could understand, so I ran away. Oh yeah, that was his, like, was that his other student? Maybe? I don't know. The same dude that was trying to train Angela. Dragon Emperor's spirit told me that I'd be the most powerful wizard that ever lived. All he wanted, you know what he wanted in return? All he wanted was a piece of my soul. Oh, jeez. Just a piece. How could I have turned him down? Well, your soul isn't really useful unless it's all in one piece, right? You need it all together, right? But look what I've become without that piece. I'm a failure. I don't even deserve to live. Koren. Oh, the classic. He wasn't bad after all. Oh, look how skinny he is. I thought he was like a wider dude, but that was just his cape, I guess. Nice knowing you, Angela. Goodbye, cruel world. What do you do, jump off? Okay, that looked like holy ball effects. What the hell was that? It looked like he was gonna shoot something at us. Koren, why, you fool? When she fell for a second, I was like, did he shoot something at us? Then she fell, but that was like emotional collapsing. The powers of darkness corrupted his mind. I'm sure he didn't mean what he said. Now there's not much time left. We need to hurry to the Holy Land. The goddess is in danger. Oh snap, so we are going back to the Holy Land. If the Dragon Emperor cuts down the tree, then mana will cease to exist. We have to stop him. Did we even come across the tree in the Holy Land? See, that's how bad my memory is. I guess this game has gone on a bit longer than I thought it would. Oh, hello. Mother. Let's say, hey, we get to learn your name. Queen of Reason? Was that just her nickname, maybe? Angela, what's going on? Did you sneak out of Jose's class again? Okay, is this an illusion? I'm immediately suspicious. Because after all that shit that happened, that's the first thing you're gonna say? You're the heir of the throne of Eltena. You really should know better. Like, we just went on a quest around the world, and you're like, did you sneak away from... Did you skip school? Is what that equated to, jeez. I know it must be difficult for you, not being able to use magic, but don't worry. Every day I say a prayer to the goddess in the day that you'll learn magic one day. Well, you could learn it, you just were not a disciplined, good student. Excuse me. What's wrong, Angela? Are these your friends? But I thought my mother hated me, and I thought I hated her. So why are we all making up and shit? Did that really happen? I don't recall any of it. This is quite a shock. Oh, okay, so she was, like, corrupted by the evil power or something. I can't believe I do such a thing, even under Koren's spell, Angela. Forgive me. It all makes sense. She's not actually evil. Okay. So was she under the spell for, like, 10 years? Because Angela would have noticed if her mother suddenly became an asshole. But if that's how she was raised... From being like a small child, does that mean she must have been under the spell for a long time? I have to go. I can't let the Dragon Emperor destroy the mana tree. Because if that's how she legitimately thought her mother was, like, the whole time, she was growing up. She must have been under the spell for frickin' ever. I understand. Thank you, Angela. The gate to the Holy Land has begun to close, but there may still be enough time. What do you want to bet there will be? Be careful. I pray for your safe return. Okay, do you have anything to say? Hello. Oh, that's you. My princess, you've done a magnificent job. I'm proud. Who are you? Oh, Victor. Oh, is that Lysa? That's Lysa's, brother or whatever that we kidnapped? Rescued, right? My princess, you saved us all. You're as beautiful, and you're as beautiful as ever. Please, come back safely. I feel like that's just sort of like filler dialogue. I don't know, man. Did they just not introduce, like, the characters in a way that makes me, like, remember them? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it just kind of seemed like it'd be like, this character walks on screen, and they're like, hello, I am this character, and then say some things, and then, like, he leaves. And it's like, well, I mean, like, how am I supposed to become, like, emotionally invested in these kinds of characters? Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel maybe I'm just cold-hearted, I don't know, but I just feel nothing for these characters at all. I don't know. Well, I am kind of, I mean, I don't know. I am kind of an asshole, too. Like, I can be, like, an asshole, like, in, like, a dark way or whatever, but... So I am, like, aware of that, so I can't tell, actually, if it's just me being heartless, or if, the characters are actually not good. Come on, man, I just want to stay at the end. Actually, I'm full on HP, I think, right? Or maybe this is just the end. I don't know, I just wanted to save. Oh, wait, let's plant the, thingy that we got. We got this one, too. Ice coin, okay. It's not super exciting. Actually, we could use that as an instant, elemental, spell. Because the item spells, or the items that cast spells, cast it, instantly. There's no, cast time on that. Glepnia. I don't remember if I said this, but I'm pretty sure that I got a Glepnia before. But then when I checked it, it just said you can use it on enemies, so I just used it on the enemies. So I wasted it. And that one said Bottle of Blood. Do we send that one away? What the hell does that one do? Let's take a look, then we'll save and call it an episode. I might as well. I can't even look at it. I have to move it into my... Why did they... See, this is what I don't understand. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Why can't I look at what it does in that other menu? Why do I have to switch menus? Evil Shaman. Okay, so the thing on the right, that's saying the class that it turns you into. And then you can use it on an enemy if you want. That was what I missed last time. Evil Shaman? There aren't like secret classes, are there? I don't remember Evil Shaman being ever a thing. And then so far all of the thingies that we got was for characters that we had. They're not going to give us class items for characters we don't have, right? Maybe they do. Maybe that's why they have a secondary use. I don't know. Or maybe they have a secondary use for if you get copies, but you still only get the ones that are for your own characters that are in your party. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's programmed that way or not. Okay, we can go ahead and put this back. What do I actually need to bring? Am I good on... Okay, I think we're good on everything. We could bring this. Then we could bring... Oh man, it'll take me forever to use those. And this. I feel like there's like one item that we're like missing. In terms of what we should have with us. Honey drink? No, I have that. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember having 2 empty slots after I put everything away, and now I had 3. I wasn't sure why. Okay, let's save. You know, I guess now the question is, now that I'm outside again, should I go and farm some of those attack seeds, I wonder? Or the weapon seeds and the armor seeds, I mean. Because if we're going to the last area, I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like that last boss wasn't that hard. But this final area might be super duper duper hard. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. Because with this party setup, with me, like, having a lot... With me having characters with low defense, I feel like having their, getting the seed or whatever for their armor... Oh, it's going to be random, isn't it? I'm going to have to get a bunch. Maybe it'll be an armor that everyone can equip, and maybe just the weapon will be character-specific. I don't know. But I think I do want to at least give it a try. Maybe if I can get 2 out of 3, that'll be good enough. Well, even if it's 2 out of 3, I still have to stop and heal just the same as if it would have been everybody needing to heal. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that off camera. Maybe that'll give us an easier time with this final area and the final boss. With me having such a squishy party, the extra defense, I think, is probably necessary. Maybe not necessary, but it'll maybe cut down on grinding, or I don't know. But then again, I have to grind to get it, so I think it's better to just do it, so I'm just gonna do it. That way I'll get some grinding done in the meantime. Maybe I'll be level 45 or 46 at the next episode. So in the next one, we'll head off to the Holy Land. We'll meet there, and we'll see what's in store. Do we even see the mana tree in the Holy Land? I might have actually... I actually don't remember if I said that. I'm getting tired, so I can't tell if I thought that or if I actually said it. I might have said that twice. But yeah, I'm guessing that's going to be the end of the game. We didn't get an official, this is the point of no return warning, but the fact that they're like, that we're meeting... I mean, how could this not be the finale? How could it, or the end of the game? The evilest of dudes want to cut down the mana tree, we gotta stop him? I mean, come on. Then again, what if he cuts down the mana tree and then we still have to find a way to stop him without the mana tree? Or we have to revive the mana tree or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating for way too long. So anyway, we'll do whatever's there next time. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.